Of course I'm sad he's gone, and it hurts all the time that I lost my best friend and my brother. But I'm also angry that he thought that he could do it. He thought he could do it, get away with it, and be okay. But that's not the case. That's definitely not the case.
Okay. Thanks for coming, everybody. The purpose of today's conference is to discuss developments in heroin prosecution and the heroin and opiate prescription medication problem here in Vermont more generally. When we talk about opiate and heroin anti-drug strategies, there's sort of three elements that are necessary to discuss all the time. One is aggressive law enforcement, two is aggressive drug treatment, and third is aggressive education. Today we just have had a change of plea in court involving the case of United States versus Jesse and Jordan Dewar. Jesse and Jordan Dewar pled guilty to a large-scale heroin trafficking. Specifically, they've pled guilty to an offense that involves the distribution of heroin to Will Gates, who is a UVM senior, on March 22nd, 2009. Skip is here today to discuss with you the impact this has had on his family and himself, things. But as I say, we're really here today to talk more about the education. With Skip's help and the collaboration of a lot of other people as well, we've developed a public service announcement that highlights the dangers of narcotic, opiate, and heroin use. With that, I'd like to play the public service announcement.
My son William is an extremely passionate person, hence his success in ski racing, his success in the molecular genetics major at the University of Vermont. It's that same passion that convinced Will to try heroin. He was found dead the morning of March 23rd from a heroin overdose. I have had friends, very good friends, ask me the question, what would you say if you could talk to Will again? I would say, I love you, Will. And soon after that, I would say, what did you think you were doing? What I want people watching this to know is that you might be the brightest guy in the world and the best skier, but you're mortal. This can happen to you. Please don't make your friends and family have to live the unthinkable. And I am without one of the most remarkable people I have ever known in my life because of it. And it kills me every day. Of his race. This is his second run, and he is pushing the envelope, as was Will's habit, to break the top 10. These are two more Alaska pictures. The top one is on the Kenai River, and that's his brother Samuel, and two pink salmon that they'd caught.
There hasn't been a day where I haven't thought about it, and like, it might have taken his life, but it took part of all of ours, I think.
He was a very dominant personality. He was in many ways my hero. I know his brother and sister look up to him tremendously to this day.
Every time we'd go skiing, we'd race down the hill, and he'd usually win because he was a better skier than I was. But I was pretty close behind. But this year, I kind of lost interest. It doesn't really interest me. I don't know how to explain it too well.
I never knew anything in human experience could be this hard, and that's from the bottom of my heart. It's beyond comprehension. I never knew a human being could feel this much pain. It has redefined the rest of my life.
But more than anything, from a standpoint of education, people need to understand how incredibly dangerous heroin and these OxyContin pills really are. You may think that you're just buying onto a short-time high, but you're really possibly buying onto a fatal overdose.
You might have another chance. You might have a chance to think your actions through. My failure as a parent is I came to believe him. He was right so often that I came to believe him.
I definitely think that friends and close friends can get through. They have to. You have to. You can't. You don't want to lose a friend. He was always there to be ahead of me, but he's not. It doesn't matter how strong you are, how smart you are, how much of a control you think you have over it. You really don't. Definitely not.